The public sector has set new sustainability targets as part of the GreenGov.SG initiative officially launched today. It hopes to galvanise the whole nation by taking the lead on reducing energy waste and water. It has already pledged to get a head start on reducing carbon emissions 5 years before the 2030 target for the rest of the nation. Natasha Razat with the story.
Switching to vehicles with zero tailpipe emissions and using solar panels where possible at all public sector premises. The sector aims to increase deployment of solar energy to 1.5 gigawatt peak in 10 years' time. That's about 75% of the national solar target, enough energy to power more than 260,000 households a year. These are just a few of GreenGov.SG's new targets and measures announced at the start of Singapore's Climate Action Week.
We will go beyond government offices and schools to green all public sector infrastructure and operations. This will double the number of premises covered from 800 to 1,600 facilities. And they include our waste-to-energy plants, universities, public transport infrastructure, hawker centres, healthcare facilities and more.
By 2030, the public sector also intends to cut energy and water use by 10% and reduce the waste disposed by 30%. But the minister says the government cannot do this alone.
The energy to bring about concrete change must come from all of us. Business leaders who want to produce their goods and services in a more resilient and sustainable way, parents who wish to leave behind a better world for their children, and individuals like you and me who care for the environment we all inhabit. Every one of us have our part to play.
One expert describes the targets as a bold move that shows a high level of confidence that the nation is on track to meet its Green Plan 2030 targets.
The actions announced today are very deep and almost personal. For example, it starts with the public sector officers in maintaining sustainability practices at work and also encourages them to maintain sustainability practices at home. On the same token, there's a significant effort in engaging the broader community. It is really the user behavior modifications which stands out for me.
Some companies in the private sector have already swung into action with more eco-friendly practices. 80% of the materials in this building come from sustainable sources, but achieving net zero emissions is also a collaborative effort.
What CDL believes in is to bring in partnership, not just from local, but also international, because no one entity can save the world alone. We need to bring, more people and more members of the ecosystem together to amplify our action and our impact. And we need to run fast in this global race to zero.